existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. The Hokies' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it out. It's Hart. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Makes his man miss. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. And the Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Miranda. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Virginia Tech's offense will take the field for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments. It is so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. Finds his tight end. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat. And it makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
And the Hokies in a good spot here with second and short. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Another incompletion on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Looking to throw, it's Miranda. The screen, he's got wheels. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Split backs here. Now the play fake. Grabbed behind the line, it's Green. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on first and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Escapes trouble. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now on second and goal. Back to pass. Rushes on him. It's third and goal and third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Big fella fighting for every inch, but he will not get there, and it'll be fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. Absolutely perfect. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. They're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping them.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title, David.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
The Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Caught close to the marker, it's Hope. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Hokies have this offense rolling. Hand off from the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Wow.
There he goes. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back open in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Hokies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Dropping back, it's Miranda. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They go to the draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. They come into the season #1 recruiting class in the country. Think we'll see those freshmen much?
You dang right we will. I mean, you don't recruit like they did this offseason and be the #1 team in the country without getting a ton of impact guys that come in and contribute day one. Palmer, there's a a lot of young, exciting faces.
Yeah, they don't look like freshmen either. I mean, these guys look like grown men. And remember, in recruiting, a lot of these kids were promised to get on the field very, very early. For this team to have the success they're hoping to have, absolutely these freshmen have got to go.
Got his man in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets...
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Hokies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. He missed it. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's the handoff. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Longhorns come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Longhorns will snap it on first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out quickly. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to the well. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Miranda. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They go to the ground. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off play action. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Absolutely perfect. And they go back on top. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Missouri was able to finish off a close one in Columbia. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Proctor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Hokies will try to pick it up on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Off play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, it's Miranda. Finds his back in the middle. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Looking to the big tight end. Lost the defense is wide open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Finds a man on the left. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break.